just as we gain strength from knowing people from all different backgrounds, from having the diverse community we have, so too we gain strength by allowing ourselves to become a part of other people's experiences and by learning from those in our own community who have unique experiences. So it's an honor to have Dr. Sasson here to share with us his experience in the hospital as a place of transition so that we can understand a little bit of that world and better ourselves as we share mission. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you, and good evening, Shabbat Shalom. So, my family and I were new to this congregation. Just very briefly, just a little background. I don't want to take up too much time on this beautiful Friday evening. I grew up in New York. Born in New York City, and I grew up on the East Coast of New Jersey. Except for the 2 years that my family moved to Israel. My parents grew up in Israel, so we moved there for a couple of years, and then settled back in northern New Jersey, where I spent the rest of most of my education was done back there. Then I moved to San Diego, and on May 30th, 1999, I married the love of my life, my wife. We moved a little bit more, and then we settled in Omaha. We're on September 30, 2002, my oldest daughter, Eliana, was born. Then on November 10, 2004, my middle girl, Abigail, was born. And then finally, but not last, my little boy was born on July 28, 2006, and his birthday's coming up, and I'm very, very excited. So when Wendy Wilbur asked me, we'll talk about life transitions or changes, I thought to myself, well, a lot of people get married, a lot of people have kids, what was going to be special or unique that I could share amongst everybody. And so I didn't really return a phone call for a while where I kind of stalled her. She was very persuasive. And she wanted to go out and said, you have to think of something. So I was thinking, okay, what occurred to me that would be different or maybe out of the ordinary for other people. And so actually something remarkable did happen. And it occurred on June 30th, 1993. On June 30th, 1993, I already had my medical degree, so I was already a doctor. But it would have been a crime for me to practice medicine. But on July 1st at 12:01 a.m., I was licensed by the state of California to practice medicine. Something magical occurred at midnight on June 30th, and on July 1st, I was now able to practice medicine. We think this may occur only once in your life. It actually occurred multiple times, and on June 30th, 1999, at midnight, so on July 1st, I was now licensed by the state of Pennsylvania to practice surgery. So we go through these transitions where where on paper, at least in 1993, I was an MD, I was a doctor, my parents were very common. But then on July 1st, only then I was able to not just pretend I was a doctor, I actually had to be a doctor. And it's actually, and one may think, well, a lot of people get promoted, they get new jobs, whatever, but with all these things comes tremendous responsibility. You go from being a doctor before you start your residency, it's on paper, to actually having to do something that's going to alter somebody. The same thing, of course, goes from going from residency to practicing, where all the time I had the responsibility. There was somebody supervising me to make sure that I was doing the right thing. And then on July 1st, 1999, I was considered safe to go out and do it all by myself. And to us in the medical community, this is not a, we don't think too much of it, although those are still big transitions and there's still a little anxiety about doing that. Something magical occurs on June 30th and July 1st every year. And so, we all, when we went to high school, we at the end of our freshman year, we had a long summer break. We became sophomores, and then juniors, and then seniors, and we went to college, and it's the same thing. And so one would think of going through medical training in a similar fashion. And so you finish 1 year and then you start the next year. Only the breaks in residency is half a second and it occurs at midnight. And so it would not be unheard of where I would, because some of those things occurred while I was sleeping. Some of them did not occur while I was sleeping. I was actually awake, and so I would be, 1 year resident on June 30th, not capable of doing a specific function, only the following day to be able to do that function. And I was wondering what happened magically at the stroke of midnight that would allow us to do that. But those were the transitions that occurred, and they occur constantly to this day, of course. June 30th and July 1st being very important days. Every promotion or every event in medicine occurs on those days. That's not to say you should be afraid of July 1, but those are the things that occur every July 1. All promotions occur on that day. And so obviously when you go through the training and you gain more responsibility or people doing more things, but still, I can tell you that the anxiety of going from having your degree on paper and actually getting a phone call saying do something about Mrs. Johnson, or you're now having to go and operate on somebody and we look for guidance going over your shoulder. Those are something sobering, little anxiety-provoking events. But those I think, I've always wondered, obviously, from the medical community, everyone I speak to, medicine has all gone through. But these are things that those who aren't in the medical community, they think of it, very differently. We all get promoted, we all get all things, but in in medicine, we get promoted almost every July 1, in some degree, in training, every July 1. And so with that, I share, and I guess if there are questions, I'd be happy to answer. But those were the transitions that occurred at the unique, besides next to the wonderful family that I have, that I thought were memorable.